Yes, yes, yes. Out Adam Handler socials. That is what we need to do. That is what I'm promoting. It's not the radio station that I'm primarily promoting. I'm primarily promoting his socials because that's where it's at. Don't get it twisted. It's just facts. Socials is where it's at. You want to find somebody, you look on the internet. You want to find out how good an entity is, you look on the internet. Now it's all AI. And we're making sure the SEO is in the chat GPT, is in all of these LLMs. Once again, my name is David Squeeze Annakie. I'm me them call the disruptor, the loudest mouth on this network. Wagwan, Adam.
Good morning to you. What am I talking? Good
Whoa,
morning.
whoa, brother. This is not BG, man. This is not BG.
I know. You know, I'm so used to. It's just funny you say that because I'm so used to sitting at this desk speaking to Mr. Gary, saying good morning. That's really funny. No, this is the afternoon, and this is the ride home with Squeeze and the Case Handler show. I don't know. It doesn't matter what time of day it is. Doesn't matter what show I'm on. I think the message is always the same, that I am an attorney that does things very differently than the other attorneys out there. And if you could do me a favor and either save my phone number or merely just remember the case handlers out there, maybe you can even, link me on social media, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, the case handler. You'll see with your own very eyes the exceptional legal work I've done for this community. So, Squeeze, thank you for that endorsement. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak today. It's been many, many years, decades, in fact, that you and I have been broadcasting together, and you've been singing my praises, but also giving real life information, the multi-million-dollar settlements, the multi-$1,000 settlements, right? No case too big, no case too small. But ladies and gentlemen, if God forbid you're in an accident, I am your man. I can assure you and guarantee you that nobody will be fighting harder for you. So my name is Adam Handler. They call me the Case Handler. And my phone number is 844-774-3529, 844-774-3529, 844-774-3529.
Absolutely. Once again, folks, David Squeeze Annakie here with Adam Handler. And yes, he's telling the truth. We have known each other for decades. And I remember the first time, and I keep saying it from time to time, I'm just stroking myself here. I remember the first time that he hit the radio station. I was the one that put him on the radio station. And then, of course, obviously, he has grown immensely. And he has been on multiple radio stations, worked with multiple broadcasters. But I like to think that I'm his special broadcaster friend, although all of the other people, he happens to be friends with them. But what I love about the fact that all these broadcasters is that they all believe in Adam. And I don't know one broadcaster that has anything negative to say about Adam Handler. They all recommend people to him, people who have gotten into accidents, construction accidents, bike accidents, car accidents, all these accidents, because he is truly, genuinely the number one attorney on this station, in this nation. And that's a fact. So that is the reason why I like for everyone out there to understand, just look him up, the Case Handler. That's all you've got to do. And you'll find out more about him on the internet. But on this radio station, you will hear Adam and myself speak just about every single weekday, and also now on the weekends on another platform. So, Adam, you have done great, man. Now, listen, before I ask you another question, well, let me just have you lead into it after you tell me. I just mentioned all the kinds of accidents cases that you do. But I would like for you to expound on, is there a specific case that you like people to come to you with? That's one, whether it's construction, stoves blowing up. Do you prefer a certain kind of case? I've never asked you that question.
Yeah, you
before.
never have. No, the answer is no, because I really do find them to be all interesting, even if it's, I've handled hundreds and hundreds of auto accident cases, but they're always different, whether the damage is different, or whether the circumstances of how the accident happened are different, or even the injuries are different. Same thing with construction accidents. I just find them all interesting. Slip and fall, trip and falls. We have a case now. Somebody fell I don't want to use the name of the
Right.
store, but we all go there. It's a very famous food store that starts with the word whole and ends with the word food. And slipped and fell because the air conditioning unit above the produce department was leaking, and turns out it was leaking for weeks on end, and they never fixed it. And that's an interest. I mean, they're all interesting cases. I will say, as long as you are trusting of me and you believe in me and you have faith in my abilities, and you kind of let me do everything. I'm a control freak. I honestly say the only thing you need to do is go to the doctor, listen to the doctor, follow the doctor's instructions. Yeah. I will literally handle everything else for you. As long as you're willing to do that, then that means you're my favorite kind of case.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, Adam, one more question before I ask you to play at least one testimony before the top of the hour. And ladies and gentlemen, on this station, off this station, in this nation, you may hear other attorneys at the top of the hour. All right. It simply means to buy those spots at the top of the hour so that your frequency can be much more on the radio station. So everyone is hearing them all the time. However, I always believe that everything's got to have depth. And that is what Adam is all about. All right. So I would like for you to actually look him up. All right. And find out what Adam is really all about. The proof is in the pudding. The proof is in the pudding. Now, Adam, question for you. Tell us how you got the name, The Case Handler, and then drop a testimony.
Wow, great story. Love telling this story. It all started with Morris Jaipal, a client of mine many years ago. He's passed away. That's why I can use his name. They used to call him Apache. He was running dollar cabs out in forget it was Brooklyn or Queens, I forget. But anyway, he passed away, unfortunately, of cancer many years ago. But he had a case. We got him a huge settlement, gave him his check, never heard back from him. A couple of years later, he calls me, says he got into an accident. I'm like, oh my God, thank you so much for trusting me again. He goes, why wouldn't I come back to you? You handled my case, man. You're the case handler. I'm like, yep, there we go. That's genius. You're right. I am the case handler, and it's been history ever since.
Wow, that's beautiful, man. Great story, man.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, ladies and gentlemen, I have not given out the number as yet. I mean, I've been pushing, of course, his handle, The Case Handler. Doesn't matter where you put it, you will find him on the internet. All right. But let me give it a number. The number is 844-774-3529. That is the number for Adam Handler. Doesn't matter what time of the night you call, you will get an answer. All right. The network will pick up. He will pick up. You never know, but you're going to get an answer. 844-774-3529. That's 844-774-3529. Adam, do you have a testimony you want to drop on them?
Yeah.
Right here?
Yeah.
Sure. Let's get a testimony if you don't mind. 844-774-3529. Here we go.
Hello. I am James. I want to tell you guys that Adam, the case handler, and Matthew are the best people in the whole world. I've had no problem with them. I'm satisfied with everything that they're doing for me. If anyone else should go someplace else, they wouldn't be able to get all the treatment they should be getting. Adam, the case handler, is the best. Matthew, a great team. I advise anyone, if they have any problems with any injuries or anything, try to get hold of Adam, and he will take care of all your needs at any time. Thank you.
Yeah. Can we get another one, man? We need another one.
Of course.
Let's do that.
Right. I would like to thank Adam Handler and his team for going above and beyond. He always addressed my concern and responds very promptly to my questions. I felt very comfortable and easy to trust him. I got excellent service and received my full settlement. I will definitely recommend Mr. Handler and his team.
That's what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. Adam Handler, those are true success stories of the work that Adam Handler has performed for his clients. And once again, the phone number is 844-774-3529, 24 hours a day. He takes absolutely no money up front, all right? The only way he gets paid is if he settles your case, and then he gets a small percentage of it. You get the larger percentage of it. All right. So make that link, make that connection, make that call. 844-774-3529. I'm a crazy person. I'm a little bit more anal than Adam Handler because I want for you to dial the number, let it ring 10, 15 seconds. So this way, I personally know that you have stored his number in your phone because we tend to forget things these days. There's so many distractions with social. So once again, the number, dial it, let it ring 10, 15 seconds, 844-774-3529. That's 844-774-3529. Or just look him up on the internet, and that's The Case Handler. Because, ladies and gentlemen, you've got one chance, and there is only one choice, and that happens to be The Case Handler. So make sure you have his digits, 844-774-3529, or the name, The Case Handler, on all social media platforms, and yes, AI. Adam, thank you so much. Don't want to get choked at the top, so I'm going to play some music, but I appreciate you, man, and those two dogs that you had on the
appreciate you, brother, more than you know.
All right, no problem. All right, take care of those dogs, man. All right.
Yeah, I will. Thanks.
All right, no problem. That's it from me, ladies and gentlemen. Keep it locked.